How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? I hope y'all fine. So we're here today with Fanazon. You can probably I mean, I don't have to even mention that, should I? Because it's pretty clear that it's on, because you can hear the shh. But yeah, how y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? So we're here today with Kingdom chapter 526 to 530. Now, I'll turn the fan down by one setting. It is extremely warm, so fan is kind of necessary. But yeah, we're here today with Kingdom chapter 526 to 530. And we kind of switched over from like the Moten side and then the Hisshin unit side to now we're focusing, well, I guess I should say the Hisshin unit and then the Moten, and now we're kind of switching over to the Ohon side. So I'm really actually quite interested to see how the Ohon side kind of progresses, what happens there, you know, story-wise. So let us just hop right in and see what it has in store for us, ladies and gentlemen. So you just see this, literally the first thing we see, spears just flying and just sticking with that pointy end, sticking with the pointy end, and just blocking, bang, just blocking with every fibre of his body and soul, putting everything into this one single instant. Sugoi, amazing. It's been a long time since we last saw Honsama get serious. He was already strong enough with his speed and precision from before, but now it's almost as if his spear has the same destructive force of Earl Shi, of the Wave Fire. Hey, give him that hype. I mean, you take him down a bit. Given that hype. Adjutant, considering that Honsama took down Earl Shi, shouldn't his spear already be? Nah, that there's, you can beat someone through technique, not just through strength or speed alone, but rather through technique too. So, you know, there's many factors to one person winning and one person losing, because if we focus on just like ultimate power, then someone like Mobu would probably be the strong, or Hoken would probably be the like physically strongest, but there are obviously other people that can beat him. Oki nearly beat Hoken. I mean, he technically did beat Hoken, if we're being totally honest here, but he basically beat Hoken for all intents and purposes. But you know, there are just different factions. You know, one person can hard counter someone with a lot of speed can counter someone that's very, very strong. But that person that's very, very strong can beat someone that's just naturally just all well-rounded, which someone with the speed might not be able to do. You know, it's like a rock paper. Basically, it's a rock paper scissors. Alright, that's all you need to know. It's rock paper. Oh, it's Pokemon. It's Pokemon. Someone has a red, a fire type. Someone has a grass type. Someone has a water type. There you go. And they all cancel each other out. There is no doubt he should be among the top 5 in the entire Central Plain. Cha! Bananji-sama! General, don't fuss. I've yet to take even a single clean hit from him. Bananji-sama. That being said, it's the first time I've met such a ferocious spear wielder. I had heard the reports, but to think Ohon of the Gyokuho was skilled to such a degree. Even if I were to try and swing my glaive, I met with a rapid chain of attacks before he enters my reach. A few more exchanges and perhaps I'll get the hang of it. Okay, so he's trying to like feel him out basically. Okay, interesting. Bananji-sama, I'm afraid we may not have as much time as we believed. I know, but alas, time is not on my side. We should disengage, sir. Stay here any longer and don't be stupid. These Shin wenches, wretches, not wenches, these Shin wretches still have yet to taste the might of Honsama. Be on your guard, that man is up to something. He's just gonna use his own spear. Bananji's iron hammer. Does he just chuck? I think he just literally just chucks his spear. It's not a hammer, it's more like a spear. And Owen's like, nah, out of here with that. Out of here with that. None of that nonsense. Bananji gets close, grabs his hand. Owen looks at him. Bananji smirks, and he just wrestles him to the ground. Then tries to. We're now doing the modern era attack. Punch someone instead of. Wait, did he actually hit his arm? Oh no! Wait. When he was talking about iron, he meant his. Oh, he meant his fist. Literally. I thought he was like just trying to wrestle him to the ground, trying to close that distance from that spear, and then like trying to attack him like that. But no, clearly not the case here. This man literally just punched the ground like a fist, ground, iron hammer. Doesn't really make sense because his hand would probably be broken. Let's be totally honest here. That's just the way it is, you know. You can't just punch the ground, but We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. We've seen much more incredible feats on the show. Let's be totally honest there. We've seen so much more incredible feats. I don't actually know where to go with this, but that's just relatively simple. You know, that's just not simple. But we've seen people with like a bow take down stone, which I don't think really is possible. All right, I'm not a bowman. Never was, never will be. Maybe one day, who knows? But I'm almost certain that's not possible. Anyway, Ohun, what does Ohun do? I think he just grabs his hand and like locks it, but Bananji just kind of throws him off. Ohun like just kind of like flings away and it's like, ugh. So you managed to avoid it. With these fists, I have pulverized numerous Xiangnu leaders, regardless of their almost superhuman skills. Bananji, and this guy just throws him his spear. I know. I just from the rear, like right away, like just come in and they're like, nah. That armored horse just looks so epic. General Akio, and it seemed like an even clash. Tremble. I don't actually. I think it kind of just resulted in even. There's so many shocked faces that I can't tell if it was anyone's like took a lead or something. But Nanji, I think he's got a cut here. I think he's got a cut like right under his eye. It would seem you're more my cup of tea, oh Shin Commander. And Akio has a cut under his eye too. So they're pretty much basically they're even. That's the way I'm taking it, right? My Nanji-sama general. To let the Iron Hammer fall on two such warriors at the same time is somewhat difficult with these few troops I have with me. Do you actually think you can escape? Honsama, Rip. Then let me ask you, did you truly believe that you could claim my head on the first day? Why not? Why not? I mean, is there a rule that says you can't do that? I've never heard of such a rule. Enemy forces, yeah, of course. Enemy forces to our rear. Nani, that's the other portion of Bananji's army, the one sent off to act as a shield. You've overestimated your resources, Shin. You would do best to remember that I am not the only Zhao commander on this field. Our first wave has caught a second wind, correct. Bananji's assault on the Shin's left, along with the Shin commanders choosing to gather there, has resulted in a large disparity in strength along the length of the Shin's line. That opening was all the Gakue army needs to catch their breath and mount a comeback. Push them back, man! My hunch was correct. This Bananji understands warfare well. If we were to join the battle as well, then the tides would greatly swift towards our favor too, would they not? Nay. The Chogayu army will not take action until the enemy has been weakened further. Only after they have been thoroughly weakened shall we go and devour them. Meanwhile, at the Shin Central Army's headquarters, Shin had been summoned by Osen. General Shin of the Asian unit is here. Oi, don't just go before receiving permission. Glop, 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 glop. Is it finally the Haitian unit's turn, General Osen? Any longer and when you'll probably start to grow, pick out 800 of your cavalry. Eh? What, Nani? Choose the 800 fastest riders of your men. You are to set out immediately. I'm heading out with only 800? To where? Which battlefield? The left. The left? That's where the Gakuka unit is? Cut your way into the left battlefield. And bring me the head of the Zhao Commander Kisui. Oh. Well, I mean, that's easier said than done, but I mean, it's Shin. He's kind of had experience with Kisui already, so it kind of makes sense, you know? You kind of want to send someone that has experience with the enemy against that enemy, because they kind of know how they think. We know that Kisui is obviously a very, very smart commander, and Shin has smart people around him. Is not necessarily smart himself, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. I don't know why he's thinking, or why Ozen is just like, yeah, 800 of your fastest rider, so speed is of the essence, clearly. So the question is why? Obviously, there was this whole scuffle going on the left wing, but like it felt kind of like the Shin soldiers had the upper hand. And then we kind of switched away from what I remember. Like we just kind of switched away. So I guess we never had that resolved. Though the intensity had very quickly escalated on the Shukai plains where the two wings had met, but located roughly 300 li to the southwest, another equally important battle was also taking place, okay? The battle between the armies of Yotanwa, ruler of the mountain realms, and the Zhao defenders, the army of Ryoyoi city. The air fills with the clamor of weaponry and the voices of men. Chapter 527, Ryoyoi's fangs and Yotanba. Ooh. That's basically, I never see what you're talking about. What power! The mountain folks literally just smashing through everyone. What power! Almost everywhere you look, the mountain people are crushing them with their individual strength. Even without our 10,000 reinforcements, the mountain people are dominating an army of 90,000 with only 50,000 on their side. You came for nothing, Plainslander General. Don't belittle them, Tochi. While the enemy tactics have remained very simple throughout, they may be aiming for something specific, depending on how things develop. I may need you to join the fray at a moment's notice, so make ready your men, General Heki. Heki bro, as you wish. That's basically Heki bro's role throughout the whole story. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. That's literally it. It's just like, yes, okay, I got it. Used as Osen palm, will likely be used as Yotanwa's palm, has basically been used as everyone's palm. Horsemen, but so few. Are they messengers? No, they're probably the elite. Oh. Okay, they're just riding past. What? Your townwish. Wait, is that? That's not. But no, I can't tell because they all have so similar. Is that? No, they. Is it Badri, right? Oh, I see what they're doing. I didn't understand. Okay, they got a noose around his. That's what they're doing. They got a noose around his neck and are basically just dragging his body on the ground while they're riding past. What? That's why your Tanwa is like. Oh yeah, you better, you little brat. I know Riboku trusted what you're still gonna die on this battle today. Snap, and then they're just stabbing them. Just a show of force. Doesn't say anything and then just points at Yotanwa like, you're next. He doesn't actually know. He doesn't have. I can't even do the. You're next. I'll get you next. I can't even do that face because quite frankly, all he's doing is literally just like. Like like serious face. He's just like basically saying, I don't need to say anything. Tam was like, the first time she actually looks pissed. Rek is like, what? And then the mountain folks, they're like, rumble. Let's go. No, they got you. Let's go. Yes, sir. Basically, that was a taunt. Yeah, lure them in, and that was a taunt. That's exactly what was going on. And now they're attacking the rest of the soldiers from behind, basically being pinned. They just literally just sliced. It wouldn't be Kingdom if there wasn't a Capitate. Literally just sliced their way through like it's no one's business. Quite the flashy entrance there, unbefitting his face. The Supreme Commander has finally joined us. Send out some units to receive them. Yes, sir. What was all that just now? Just Tanwa-sama, I know. The fool. I've burned his face into. Okay. Okay. Well, now this is getting interesting. So she knows him. So Riboku knew him as well. I thought his hair was odd. Is that because like he's a mountain folk tribe, whatever? I'm not sure, but that's the implication that I'm feeling right now. A full-scale withdrawal of our Why are you withdrawing? A full-scale withdrawal of our entire army, correct? But why, sir? Don't be hasty. It's true that our fighting has been a bit dull, but that's because we were waiting for your arrival, Shunjuija-sama. Of course, I am aware of that. Then why? Because if I am to win this battle, I wish to do so in a manner where we can draw them in deep and thoroughly exterminate them to the last man. What I fear is that if we were to defeat them here, their scattered remnants would then go on to disturb Riboku-sama's battle at the Shukai Plains. Then where will we be falling back to? The city. City? Could he perhaps mean Ryuyo? Correct. But stationed there are those troublesome. Do you mean to exactly so? We will use the fangs of Ryuyo to tear Shin's flesh apart. Roll credits. That's exactly the title of the chapter. What's going on? The Zhao forces are retreating, and it's a full-scale retreat at that. That was very unnatural. Is it wise for us to chase them down? It'll be a problem for us to lose track of them. They may split their forces and make for cure. The enemy's intention aside, this retreat still works out for us either way. After all, our goal is to keep Kyo isolated while they slowly start for us to. I don't know why I'm giving Hickey Bro that voice. While they slowly start starve us to death. Heading the enemy away like this will also mean keeping them all far away from Kyo. That's right, I'm saying there is something fishy. There are two possible reasons for the Zhao withdrawal. The first is that ahead of us lies a battleground that is advantageous to Zhao, and the other possibility is that they have powerful reinforcements waiting there. Powerful reinforcements? Well, regardless which it is, we'll find it soon enough. The terrain slightly changed. I mean, you're the mountain folks. I mean, I figure if there's any force out there that wouldn't really care about the terrain all that much, it would be the mountain folks, because they're kind of like used to, like, you know, facing uphill, going downhill. That's just kind of what they'd be used to. I would figure. The horses maybe not, but they most certainly. A wolf or a dog. So let me guess, like, this area is just surrounded by, like, wildlife, like dangerous wildlife or something, like tons of wolves or something that are just gonna attack them instead of the actual soldiers. I don't know. Sir, are you seriously intending on getting Ryuyu City involved in this fight? Sama. Earlier, when you mentioned the fangs of Ryuyu, what did you mean by that? The troops that march with us now may be called the Ryuyu army, but they are nothing more than soldiers recruited from the various garrisons in the area. They're not the true army of Ryuyu itself, meaning that there is a Ryuyu army. No one. Because this city, or rather Ryuyu, has become the nesting grounds of a completely separate race of people than the city of Zhao. Oh, really now? It seemed like a mountain tribe folk. Yeah, it's like a little hill with a ton of grass, and they kind of build into it. Yotanwa, like, sees it. She's like, oh no, they are fortified. All troops, halt! Prepare for an enemy charge. What do you mean by a separate race? The Quanrong people, the same people who once brought the mighty Zhou dynasty to its knees. Their descendants now occupy that city, and they all have like a wolf helmet on, like straight up, like a wolf, not a helmet. I mean, it might as well be a helmet. It's more like a wolf gear from like dead wolves and whatnot, just like, or rabbit dogs, I guess, but actually like basically werewolves. That's basically what they are, right? They're just like kind of charging. They have that ferocious look, their ferocious look in their eyes too, and obviously the teeth going mad. So hey, we'll see we'll see what they can do. We'll see what they can do, because they gotta be ferocious. Because if that's his main strategy, if Shunjui Jaku, that's his main strategy, and they better deliver. They better deliver, because we're talking about Yotanma here, and Yotanma doesn't lose. Back, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, let us see what 528. The descendants of Quanrong. I'm assuming I butchered that name. The descendants of Quanrong. I'm trying to like get like the microphone maybe out of the way. It doesn't really work. I'll have it there. Haha. The magical object just there, randomly just there. Let me actually turn. If you can hear some background, if you can turn out some noise, you know, the windows are open. That's just a fact of life at the moment. Either the windows are open or the fan is open. Choose one, basically. But yeah, descendants of Quanrong. What is that city? It's as if it's built into that's exactly what I said in the last one. It's as if it's built into the mountains. It's practically a fortress. And you just have the mountain folks Tanwasama rather than the city. I am more worried about those figures up there. Yes, I know. Similar to us, I can sense the aura of beasts coming from them. The descendants of Dynasty Topless, releasing killing intent and intimidation at full blast. Look at, they just look fierce, right? They look exactly how we fought They look exactly how we thought Yotanwa and her crew looked like the very first time we saw them until we actually got to know them. So they look fierce. They look like, honestly, they look like Kanki's men. No joke here. They look like Kanki's men, if I had to say. So the aura of beasts coming from, that's quite a title. That is quite a title. The Kwanyorong tribe, the same tribe of legend that fought their way into the Central Plains and brought low the Zhou dynasty 500 years ago. And I mean, they look like beasts, so I mean, I'm gonna assume they can fight like beasts too. Why would their descendants be here in Ryuyoi City, all the way inside Zhao's heartland? Despite the defeat of the Zhou dynasty at their hands, the Quangrong were unable to put down roots in the Central Plains, and the vast majority of them eventually drifted northwards. Some say that they then changed over time into the very same Jiangnu that Zhou has increasingly warred with for so many years. However, a portion of them remained here a portion of them, not even full, just a portion of them, and they can't get rid of them. Okay, it's just a small tiny portion. A portion of them remained here and staked out the Taiko mountain ranges as their own. In time, the lands of this region would give rise to the state of Zhao. It seems that Ryuyoi was granted to them so as to prevent conflict, and thus they were formally absorbed into Zhao. Okay? That being said, the Quanrong themselves do not consider themselves to be part of Zhou. I mean, that makes sense. For Ryuyoi is completely under the Quanrong's own rule, a city that is outside Zhao's custom. With how we've seen the Zhao King, you'd figure that the Zhao King would be like, Riboku, go after them. Maybe Riboku tried and he's like, nah, I can't do it. I can't do it. Even those of great fame and prestige do their best to steer clear of this city. Fu. The rumors say that anyone who dares to set foot on their lands without their permission, that's my best impression, shall be shown no mercy. They just leap with the horses. The horses literally just leap off a cliff. What? Here they come. I mean, it's Yotanwa though, right? Yotanwa. If we've learned anything, right? If there's anything you should know about this show, it's that Yotanwa is goat. That's all you need to know. Yotanwa is goat. That's it. End tweet. End video. Yotanwa is goat. I'm a goat, cause I'm the goat. IDM. What? They're running straight down the cliff. Then I'll say, okay, they're not leaping. They're running down the cliff. Yao soldiers, make way for them. And those guys, the Yao soldiers literally just like, hey, I'm out of here. What's going on? Roar, howl. What? Look at their armor. They're not soldiers of Zhao. Hecky bro. They're heading right for us. And then the mountain tribes are going to get annihilated at this stage of the battle, just because, you know, that's kind of the narrative. You need the other side to win, get a few punches in, and then you strike back. Take care, Shunmen. They aren't like the Plainslanders from before. I know. Okay, they're gonna get annihilated. Yeah. That one. Out of the four actually, and I see the fourth person bottom right. Only one managed to actually kill one, and that's the one in the middle. Everyone else died. First one cut. Second one pierced. Third one stabbed. Hecky bro is looking on like, Masaka! Nani! They're just going on, son of a... Wait. His horse is in the air. Even his horse jumped. Shinman is done. This guy, basically, right? This guy with his horse, let's say that's Shunman. This guy with his horse, woohoo! Like, woohoo! Woohoo! Basically did that, alright? Mamma mia, incredible. They're dominating the mountain people that we struggled so much against. Humph, humph. I'm assuming that's the king of them. The lord of them. Just a giant figure. I am... This guy looks fierce. I mean, the eyes all shaded out. You know, obviously the wolf dog thing, and just like the pearls and whatnot. I am Rozo, king of the Zhuanrong. The Zhuanrong king. He's huge. One-eyed. Is he one-eyed? Oh, is that why that eye is that? I thought that was just the shading. Oh no, he's saying one eye. Are you the leader of... Okay, he's saying... Okay, he's talking to him. Okay, One Eye, are you the leader of this army? And we just see wolves looking at him. Where are the wolves coming from? I guess they're symbolizing. Where are you looking? The commander's eye, Shunjuiju. Oh, so it is you, huh? Take off his head, both. Okay, that's basically like a statement to like see. Let's see how good you are. If you can kill both. Wolf, or if you can wolf, wolf. If you can, are we gonna have like an Ulf as well? Kulf, Dulf, Eulf, Fulf, Golf. But yeah, basically like if you can take it, if you can destroy both, then you're okay in my books. Suijui-jama, do not be so hasty, Quan Rong King. Absolutely no fear. He's like, he doesn't even look back. He's like, no. Hold on a second. Or the blade is like on the back, just touching his neck. He's like, bro, come on. Let's just hold on a second, son. Hold on a second. Actually, I just realized he's speaking their tongue. I didn't pick up on that at first. I was just like, oh, he's a badass. But no, he's actually speaking their language. That's why we have it in parentheses. You have my apologies for involving you in this war without prior warning. The blade is taking it back over there. But that makes sense. I always said, like, he always looked that off to me. The hair just looked off to me. The fact that Ribo could trust him. Oh, yeah. But I come here today representing Prime Minister Riboku. To cut me down here would be cutting down Riboku-sama himself, and I'd imagine even Zhao would not let such an offense go unpunished. How are you able to speak our tongue? It is the language of the Xiongnu, and to be so fluent too. It would seem... Wait. Where is that wolf symbol coming from? He looks at him and sees the wolf. Well, I don't see... It would seem you have quite the backstory. That has nothing to do with you. Where did that wolf... Does he have a wolf armor? Oh, he does. If you scroll up where it says, where are you looking? The commander's eye, Shunji, he actually has a wolf emblem at the back and at the front. Oh, I didn't even pick up on that. Okay. Fu. Interesting one, aren't you? And you claim to represent Riboku. Your king may be lower than the filth on my boots, but the Riboku is they respect me. Of course they would. They can see a warrior in a way. Yes, of course. But the Riboku is a different matter. Once every year, he personally comes to Ryuyu, bearing gifts of delicious Ganmon Muton. He's like, just in case we ever need you, bro. You know, I brought you just in case we ever need you. Very well, I shall hear what you have to say, representative of Riboku. But both me and your head shall go flying all the same. What? It is a simple matter. I ask that you fight by our side against these Shin invaders, so that we may destroy them until no trace remains. And what would we receive in exchange? For Zhao to lose this battle shall in turn mean a loss of Gyo. Even these lands and your city would be hard-pressed to fend off a Shin army several times the size. What? Is that supposed to be a threat? No. Your payment will be the fact that Riboku-sama will still be able to bring you tributes of mutiny. Dog. Tributes of mutton next year and onwards. Something like that as a payment? Not bad at all, representative of Riboku. Hey, they want the dogs? I'm sure. I've never had dog. I'm one of those people that was like, I'll try anything. I know people are like, no, dogs! How could you eat dogs? Unbelievable. But then again, I've eaten pork. I've eaten beef. I've eaten chicken all my life. What's the difference here? One's supposedly a pet. So? Granted, I say all this, right? And in reality, probably, if somebody came up to me and was like, oh, here's octopus, I'd be like, oh, that looks squishy. I can't eat that. If someone was like, oh, yeah, here is, what do people eat? snails. Someone from France came out and was like, oh, snails. I'd be like, me no français, leave me alone. But yeah, I say that I would eat anything, and I probably would eat anything, granted. Meat-wise, I would probably eat anything, but like anything that like looks different, squishy, more like squishy. I don't like squishy things that much. Not squishy meat. Although I do really like beef, and beef is like really soft. But I don't like liver, so I don't like liver meat at all. So it kind of the squishy taste. I don't like the heart. I don't like heart either. Brains. I don't like brains either. I just like the squishy taste. I don't like the squishy taste. I like meat. I like my meat to taste like meat. So like mutton, if it tastes like meat, I'd eat it. If bear, I'll eat bear. I've never tried bear, but I'd eat bear. Kangaroo, I'd try kangaroo. I've never eaten kangaroo, but I would try it. I'd eat any meat as long as it's meat. Alright? You cut my arm off, grill it and boil it, and I'd still eat it. Alright? Probably wouldn't taste as good because, it's me eating myself. And you can't appreciate perfection. My arm would be perfection. Everyone else would gush over the taste like as if it's Toriko. But like I wouldn't be able to feel it because eating myself, it would just be regrowing. If I ate myself, my arm would just regrow as if I'm Piccolo. Pop out. Basically like that. And that representative of Riboku. Wolf, bring out the others from the city. It's been a while since our last feast. But do not underestimate your opponent, King. Your enemy is the one who has managed to gather all the western mountain tribes under a single I know. For the Zhurong western barbarians are all descended from us. Oh, really now? Oh, really now? So he knew Yotam was like, yeah, we'll go against Yotama. I don't mind. We'll go against Yotama. I will personally flay this arrogant little wench who dares to claim to be the ruler of the mountain tribes. I like this. I like this just for the simple fact that now we have mountain tribe versus mountain tribe. We've heard of Yotanwa conquering all these mountain tribes, but we've never seen her do it, prolonged, in a prolonged sense. So I'm actually very much looking forward to seeing how she pulls this off. And I'm very much wanting to continue. They're coming from the left cliffs too. Not good. They've got us completely surrounded. I mean, men for men, I would say that right now the goes back a chapter. The Quanrong tribe seems to be superior. That's what I would say, man for man, right now. Not good. They've got us completely surrounded. Heki-sama, Heki bro, please give the order to retreat. At this rate, we should fall back, Tanwa Dono. We're in greater danger if we stay like this. Tanwa-sama, fall back then. Tanwa's bravery. So that's a chapter. Tanwa's bravery. Such as your reward for unwittingly intruding upon our lands. Watch this well, Shunjuiju. We shall ride them down as they flee before us. Half their numbers shall fall here with their backs turned. Okay, here's my thing. This is my immediate prediction, right? Shunjuiju. Even if, which I think is going to happen, Zhao loses the war, which I definitely think is going to happen, I feel like he'll get away. And the reason why I'm saying that is because clearly now we know there is much more to him. And since Riboku personally holds him to such a high degree, to such a high standard, I feel like even if Riboku were to die, Shunjuiju will get away and he'll sort of be like the future of Riboku, if that makes sense. That's just my immediate prediction right now. Half the number shall fall, unless obviously we get like a backstory of him in this wars. Then I'd be like, okay, then you can die. Then you've got my permission to die. But like I don't see it yet. I don't see his backstory. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Half the number shall fall here with the backs turned towards us, transforming into beast they strike. She's the leader. Kill her. Okay, so they're going after. They're just being cut down. Yotama's looking at it all like, Mera, Tara, and Contraipes on me. We're going to take that mountain. Okay, so she is going to take the mountain. She's going to take position. Okay. My legs are always falling asleep. Because I sit like, my legs folded like that. So, like one leg on the ground, my other leg just resting on it. So I can like do this. But like my leg just falls asleep, and usually my right leg is always on the floor, and my left leg is always folded. But now my left leg is falling asleep, so now my left leg is on the floor and my right leg is folded, just until it's about to fall asleep too. But anyway, she's about to take the mountain, take position essentially. All of us keep withdrawing with the Heki army. Tanwa. Withdrawing? Huh? Even he's shocked. Attacking an enemy like that from below, that's far too reckless. It's your Tanwa. It is your Tanwa, and she probably chose the... Again, they're the mountain folks. When it comes to an uneven terrain, they should be the masters at that, honestly. Attacking an enemy like that from below, that's far too reckless. 1 second. Nah, it's fine. The light is, you can probably tell it's quite bright outside, but it is fine, you know. I'm looking at it right now. I still look good like I always do. My hair is a mess like it always is. Looks absolutely great. Attacking an enemy like that from below, that's far too reckless. General your tongue. Nah. Okay. You lot may be able to take out anyone else, but not here. Not your Tanwa. She's like, everyone else is like slaughtering them. Like, nah, son, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't disrespect us like that, bro. Yeah, she literally just like broke through it with like a one attack. They actually broke through using their strength, and that's the Meta tribe. Who are you? Your Tanwa, hey, you've got some good soldiers, good women under you. Please let me join your tribe. Oh my. Like hell, we just let some ancient nomad tribe act as they please. Well said, Tara tribe, hurry up. What the? Some of them are making their way up on one of the heights? Fools. Climbing up such a small mountain just means they'll be wiped out from having no return. No. Let them take that mountain and you will stop laughing at them very quickly. Oh, he knows. That means he can see your my right leg is not falling asleep. I'll just put them both on the ground. Let them take that mountain and you will stop laughing at them very quickly. 5 arrow warriors. The arrows loose, and they're just spraying the arrows like. I don't know what that sound is. They're shooting 5 at once though. They don't need to aim. That's the good. They just need to spray. That's Modern Warfare 2 has taught me that. Just spray and pray. That's all you need to do. You don't need to aim. Wah! We all. And then it's all getting hit. Shit! Don't be scared, men. We must retake that hill for ourselves. We're going to kill every last one of those idiots raw. Smash them to pieces, and now they are shocked. They're like, Nani! And just dies. This time, when they attack from above, the enemy was completely... And I go back up to retake it. The Lord of Death is bewitching as always. If I could but bury my head in a nevis, even dying 100 deaths would be... I agree with you for once. And the Figo King says he really wants to lick your Tanwa down there. No one asked you. She was like, good to know. Good to know. Figo King. I approve. Lamb, tell this unexceptional general of the plains that Tanwa has set up a new rallying point and that we should fall back 100 paces and reform a line. Capro, we should reform a line 100 steps from here. The reason being, you don't need to tell me, I know. Due to Tanwa Donwa's new position of strength, the enemy is now unable to dedicate everything to chasing us down. Heki Bro has evolved, he's learned, he's grown. We need to use that time to regroup ourselves so that we can pincer the enemy between her forces and ours. We absolutely cannot allow her bravery to go to waste. Very well done by that woman. It's almost a shame to have to flay her. If you won't do it, then I will. How are they also? You look like she's about to wipe the floor with all the fury. That's all I'm gonna say. Do not forget yourself. She is already my prey. I couldn't care less who killed her. I like how they're kind of like speaking on equal terms now. You know, before he's like, you little brat. Riboku, I respect you. You're nobody. You may just be, you're just his messenger. You're nobody. I'll kill you in a second. But now he's like, hey, good shit, bro. Good shit, bro. I'll kill it. No, you know what? I'll kill it. No, you know what? She's my prey. You know what? No, bro. She's my prey. No. Okay, I get it, bro. I respect that. I respect that. Orange juice for once, not apple juice. Orange juice for once. I thought myself a little fancy today. And I was like, ooh, orange juice. Let me get orange juice. Orange juice. Instead of apple juice. Personally, I prefer the orange juice that actually has bits in it. Just saying. I'm not a natural. Because that natural would imply that I eat natural foods, which I don't. I just eat anything and I drink anything. But like orange juice with bits, ooh, mamacita. Orange juice alone, ooh, mamacita. So you can't go wrong. Orange juice, apple juice, ooh, mamacita. Mamacita. If you won't do it, then I will. Do not forget yourself. She's already my prey. I couldn't care less who kills her. We shall vanquish our enemy here. And likewise, Akuma will also emerge triumphant on his own battleground. And with that, you're pretty confident, I say, is another few tricks up his sleeve. And with that, Shin shall be well and truly finished. Are we switching away now from the battle? Located roughly 300 li northeast of Ryu. Yeah, we are. Lay the other battleground. See, I don't mind people talking outside. A car driving past slowly. That's where I just like... Anyway, where a great change was also about to take place. Bring me Kisui's head. So we're out of the forest. 10, is that? Yeah. So the Hishin unit takes action. It's them now. Kisui. That's the left battlefield where Zhao Commander Kisui is positioned. That hill over there is... I'm trying to see which people went with him. Obviously you have the free main cast, I guess. And that hill over there with the Zhao soldiers deployed around it, it is the Kisui armor. And the one pushing the mark of their back towards it is the Mako army. Wow! Damn, that's a sight. We made it. That's a beautiful spread, actually, honestly. Just them overlooking the battle. Wait, hang on. The Mako army is overpowering the enemy way more than I expected. Do not let up the pressure until... Do not let up the pressure until Kisui's main force has fallen. Mako, that's General Osen's second commander right. Ah, look over there. The other side of that hill. Someone with white and red flags is attacking Kisui from the rear. What? That flag must be... Of course. Of course! The Gakukai unit. Rikusen will enter through the right side. We're going to punch through Kisui's defenses. Got it. Let's do it. Ha! Kisui-sama, the enemies behind us have broken through the second line. We should recall Bate-sama, right? No. The front cannot hold without a Bate there. I shall meet them. On me, Kisui-sama. Hang on. If Kisui is being squeezed from two sides by the Mako army and Gakuya unit like this, it does not mean that Kisui army is really on the ropes right now. It's Kisui. It's Kisui. Don't underestimate Kisui. No, no, no. Finger wagging like Matabo. No, no, no. Yeah. And the Gakuka unit is getting really close to the headquarters too. The same Kisui that put up that much of a fight during Kokyo. You've really outdone yourself this time, Moten. But just this alone isn't enough to guarantee that we've got this in the bag. That's why you're here. Right. General Osen wants to be 100% sure Kisui falls here. That's why he sent us as well. There is no better chance than this, Shin. Yeah. We're joining midway through that fight, but that's also part of General Osen's plan. Move out, Hishin unit. Kisui's head is ours. And so it was that the greatest shock Tokyo on the first day of the Battle of the Shunken Plains draws near. Okay, they're setting up Kisui to die, so I'm assuming he's gonna pull out some sort of victory for a bit until like Shin comes in and just or maybe both of them at the same time, coming Shin from the front, Moten from the back, and like yeah. It's like, I got the kill. No, I got the kill. No, I got the kill. No, I got this. This is just like that. Well, what are those moments? I don't know. I don't know. It's like a 530 killing stroke detachment. Okay. The enemy's attention is split between the Mako army to the front and the Gakuka unit to the rear. We will use this chance to slip through between them, push to the Zhao headquarters and take Kisui's head. I'm sure you realize already, but just because they're not focused on us doesn't mean it's going to be a cakewalk. It's going to be dangerous from here on, strategist girl. You stay here, I know. Just hold on a bit longer. 10. You get all the flags up, huh? Why go that far? There is no way Kisui will fail to notice us when we've got this many people, so you're trying to psychologically overwhelm them. So if you're going to see us anyway, we might as well go all out. Okay. Okay. We will show them the strength of the Hishin unit, and through that, I will reach the rank of general from there. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Raise all of our banners high in the wind. The rise of Rohan are here. Hishin unit, begin the assault. I'm doing way too many references today. My goodness. I need to stop. I'm on fire. Stop me, somebody. Stop me. Sir, urgent news. A new enemy cavalry unit is approaching from the east, Kisui-sama. What? They number roughly 600 to 1,000. No, we've already got our hands full, and now another 1,000. Not only that, but the flags carry the he character. We have good reason to believe that these approaching enemies could be the Hishin unit. What? Nani? Massacre? Wait, what did you say? You just shit like... Just like a badass, honestly. Sir, those newcomers from the east, the Hishin units, have already broken through the first layer of the fence. What have you got now? What have you got left to do now, Kisui? The Hishin unit cannot be underestimated. Keisha-sama fell to them at Kokyo, and they even went on to claim Ryuto-sama. Not good. If we just leave them be, they'll definitely be able to reach headquarters. Kisui-sama, he's thinking. The Hishin unit, an opponent we have a history with from the Battle of Kokyo. This time, they are acting as Osen's killing stroke, come to take the head of Kisui. But having seen your strength once already, I will not misjudge you again. Resolve the defense at our rear, and have them fall back to the final defensive line. The final line of defense before the headquarters? But sir, if we were to hunker down at the top, we'll lose our path of escape. Instead of moving the rear defenses, perhaps we should have Bate-sama in the front. Stop the Hishin. No. He knows. He's like, no. Shin, the Hishin unit, dangerous. Dangerous. We cannot. The front is barely managing to hold on as it is. Take away Bate and we risk the whole thing collapsing. Lose the front and everything else will follow shortly after. Kisui-sama, I fear that before we can even fall back to the final line of defense and assume positions, the Hishin unit will be upon us. He's right. We shall meet the Hishin. You're the elite honor guard of General Ryuto. Oh, they're about to go on like a revenge / protecting / sacrificing spree. Of our 200 men, we shall stop the Hishin unit. No. Even if it costs us our lives, we shall take down the captain of the Hishin unit, Shin, as well as the lieutenant Kyukai, all of you. All of them dead. All of them dead. All of them dead. That's all it is. That is all it is. Front of the hill, the Bate army. Bate-sama, the Hishin unit has broken through the second eastern line. Shit. Still no orders from the Lord. None at all, chap. So even if I wanted to help, there is nothing I can do. Just what the hell kind of training did this Mako guy put his men through? Yeah. Bate-sama, we've got riders making for the Hishin unit. Those flags, it's Ryuto-sama. Bate-sama, shut up already. I can see those guys. Ryuto, you better be watching over them. Shin, newcomers, incoming. Kyukai's like, Ryuto, I broke our promise. Now I'm about to kill your men. Goodbye. Die, Hishin unit, die. Nah, Kyukai's like, son, gets rid of, cuts him down, sees his little, the doll, and now she's like shook. You must be Kyukai. She closes her, not closes her eyes, but she's like, damn it. Remembering everything that is going on. Ryuto-sama, damn you. Shin notices. The good thing is that Shin notices that. Push through them, Hishin. The enemy headquarters just up ahead. You're not getting past. But he knows. Time is of the essence right now. You can't just be like, Kyukai, babe, come into my arms. Hug me. Kiss me. You feel all better. He can't do that. He's going to be like, yeah, Kyukai, let's move forward. Shame. I would have liked the first version too. Behind the hill, Gakukai unit. The Hishin unit is here. Yeah, it can't be anyone else. They're making their way up in between the Mako army and us. The General Osen stationed them in the center, just so you could use them like this. Hang on. That can't be right. Swooping in at the last second to steal the beast, to steal the best part has always been our shtick. Come on, everyone, put some more oomph into it. We'll take advantage of the Hishin unit's appearance and push our way through. Front of the hill, the Mako army. General, the Hishin unit is making for the enemy headquarters from the right-hand side. The Hishin unit? What do you mean? Does that mean Osen-sama set this all up for the Hishin unit? Our Lord's strategies are not as shallow as that. A battle is all about the flow in which it develops. When a strategy where any one element can morph into one capable of delivering a decisive blow, is there any scenario more terrifying than that for the enemy? That being said, the main star of this battle, of this left battlefield, is still naturally going to be me. Nah, it's gonna be Moten. I'm sorry, I love Shimbra, but it's gonna be Moten, right? The time is ripe. Not that the time is ripe. Send in the remaining elite units. We shall round Kisui together with his headquarters in one great wave. Yes, sir. Kisui-sama, everything is going mad for him. The Mako army to the front. God, they're finally coming at us with everything. Is this the moment? Is the moment for his escape? He's sweating, so I would assume he's like saying, is this the moment of my demise? But like, it could also be interpreted as, is this the moment? We've got an opening now. We can take our opening. I don't know. Kisui-sama, we should hurry back to headquarters. From there, we need to send reinforcements to the Bate army. We also need more information from the other locations. Huh. The Hishin unit is just approaching. Kisui, the Hishin unit, impossible. So you've come after all, the Hishin unit. What are they doing? Hurry up and surround them. They're mounts. Aim for the horses. Kisui-sama, we must head upwards. Boom. What's all that yelling, sir? Here goes the What now, Kisui? What now? Sir, the enemies at our rear have broken through a part of the third line. A huge number of them are closing in on us, fast from that breach. What? We finally caught Kisui. Getting here was easier than expected. It's all thanks to the Mako army and the Gakuka unit. We're gonna finish it all here. Moten-sama, the headquarters is coming to view. Riku-sen, you break off to the right and cut off Kisui's escape. Aye, good luck to you. Damn it. Cursed Hishin unit, they've made a mess of everything. Kisui-sama, we have to abandon the headquarters before they can reach us. What are you saying? If we run and abandon the headquarters, the Bate army's rear will become completely defenseless. They'll be all at the Shin's mercy. Damn. If we are to withdraw, then it has to be at the same time as the Bate army. Bate has a plan. Bate has a plan. Do you think we have time for that? Tarry any longer and we won't be able to escape at all. Out of the question. We must do it at the same time as the Bate army. Kisui-sama, Kisui-sama. We will not be abandoning the headquarters. Instead, we shall focus all our resources on stopping the Hishin unit here. Eh? That's impossible, sir. There's enemies approaching from behind too. There's more than 3,000 of them. Even if we were to be able to stop the Hishin, we cannot. No matter what, we cannot let our current formation collapse. Our current formation. Despite what it seems, we're not the only ones who are currently standing in great danger. Osen is not the only one who has maintained a sharp vigil. No, really not. Ribaku. And likewise, neither is Osen the only one capable. What the fuck is Ribaku doing there? Using detachments for delivering a killing stroke. And he's dead. Well, Ribaku, you truly are Osen's equal. Or Osen is truly your equal. But in this sense, I think you surpassed Osen. You had the better killing stroke. My jolly goodness. Last person I expected to actually see in the battlefield. The last person I actually expected to see on the battlefield before the final clash or something. Salute, Ribaku. Jolly goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be ending it here. I'm going to be continuing, but I'm going to be ending it here. For you lot. I'm sorry, alright? Hey, don't blame me, alright? Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Blame chapter 530, alright? Blame chapter 530. Why did it have to end like that on chapter 5? Blame chapter 530. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.